Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Monday, July 31st here, and this video is going to be my account of what happened to me when I turned in my Schneider Finance truck. So for you guys who are getting ready to turn in your trucks, maybe this will kind of give you a guideline of what to expect. Now, keep in mind, I completed my lease, so if you're going to turn your truck in early and you're going to break your contract, this has nothing to do with that. Now, I kind of know what goes on there, but it's really, I have no place to put that information out here. So if that's what you're planning on doing, this video is not going to help you. So this is for the guys that are completing their lease and are getting ready to turn the truck in. Now, about 60 to 90 days out, you'll either get an email or you'll get a phone call from your SFI rep. And they're going to ask you, what do you want to do? Are you going to release your truck? Are you going to upgrade your truck? Are you going to buy the truck? Are you going to turn it in? What do you want to do? So when you tell them you're going to turn it in, the next step is, they know the date that the lease ends. So they'll tell you when you have to have the truck turned in by. Now you have to turn it in at a location that does owner-operator orientation, because those are Schneider Finance locations. If you try to take it to a Schneider terminal that, let's say you are going to be near Columbus, Ohio, and you drop it at Obet's, if you drop it there, you're going to get charged a reposition fee to get that truck back to a Schneider Finance terminal. So what you need to do is you need to take it back to a location that does owner-operator orientation. My best advice there is just take it back where you got it. That just makes the most sense. That's what I did. I got mine from Charlotte. I took it back to Charlotte. So at that point, what they'll do is, if you decide you're going to turn the truck in, they'll set up an inspection. Now, I don't know how they do it at all the other terminals, but since I went to Charlotte, they used a company called Dedicated Fleet Services, and there's also one in Wisconsin. So I believe if you go to Green Bay, your inspection is done at Dedicated Fleet Services in Appleton. So they're going to go through and they're going to inspect the truck, and they're going to give you a form that looks like this. And this breaks everything down. You've got mechanical stuff, appearance stuff, you've got tire and brake specs on the bottom. This document is used to determine what, if anything, you're going to get charged for when you turn the truck in. You get a copy of this, and a copy of it gets forwarded to your SFI rep. And your SFI rep is the one who has the final say of what you get charged for. So if there's any discrepancies, they can say, well, they said this, and this was wrong. And you can say, well, no, that's not the case, blah, 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 whatever. And then the two of you work it out, and then that's how you know what you're going to get charged. Now, from that point, I'll be honest with you, if you do get charged, I don't know what happens, because I got charged for nothing. I've heard horror stories of they nitpick and charge you for this, charge you for that. They were very fair with me. And now keep in mind, too, my truck it looked like I just took it off the showroom floor when I turned it in. The outside was dirty, but the inside was immaculate. And I don't smoke, so it was never smoked in. The floor was, you could eat off the floor. I kept that truck spotless. And not just because I knew I was going to turn it in, because that's just how I am. I'm very meticulous. So, if you're going to get charged, I don't know what happens there. So, at any rate, now, what a lot of people ask me is, how long does it take to get your money back? And the money that comes back to you comes from two places. It comes from your maintenance account, and it comes from your down payment match. Now, you have to understand, too, your down payment, if you put $2,500 down, you're not going to get $2,500 back plus another $2,500 match, because only a portion of that payment goes into what they call the track match. Some of the other part of that money goes towards the truck. So, and it's to bring the value of the truck down for when you're going to finance. So in my case, I put $2,500 down. $1,000 of that money went to the track match. So I got my $1,000 out of the track match plus Schneider Finance matched that $1,000. So I got $2,000 plus I got all the money that was left in my maintenance account back. Now, for you guys that are going to turn your truck in, I don't know if this is a standard practice or if it's up to each individual SFI rep. I don't know. So you may want to ask about this. Now, what I was told was it's a 45-day wait to get your money back after the lease expires. So what happened to me was my rep shut my maintenance account off. I could not use that money 45 days prior to the lease expiring. That way, if there were no charges, there was no wait for me to get the money back. So that's how that works. So basically, I turned the truck in on June 30th. Everything got processed the following week. So it actually took 2 weeks for me to get my money back. But, no big deal. And I assume if you're going to leave the program, you probably just get it direct deposited into your account. I don't know, being that I'm still here, they just put it right into my settlement. So I got a pretty sizable paycheck when I got all that money back. But that's pretty much how it works. And then the only other thing is, once the inspection's done, you take the truck back to the terminal, turn the keys in at the fuel desk, and I don't know what happens if you're going to upgrade to another Schneider Finance truck. I don't know how that gets handled. I would assume everything gets flopped over right there, and then you just take the truck. I don't know. In my case, because I bought my own truck, when I turned my Schneider Finance truck in, I took the Easy Pass out, I took the permit book, and because I was keeping my plate, I took the plate off and took it with me. So if you're turning the truck in and you're quitting the program, obviously you just leave that stuff in there. And I assume that if you're going to get another truck, but you're going to get your own plate, you just take the Easy Pass and the permit book and leave the plate on the truck. But I mean, it's a pretty cut and dry process. It was pretty painless, I guess. It didn't take, the inspection doesn't take long at all. It only took them maybe 45 minutes to an hour. So, and again, you get this printout, right when you leave there, what you're going to get charged for, or what they deem is damage. One thing I can tell you, though, is they told me if you've got any outstanding insurance claims on the truck or anything, if you've got glass breakage or anything like that, if you've got paperwork for any kind of insurance stuff, whatever, bring all that with you. You may need that stuff. But I didn't have any glass issues, or I had no damage claims or anything like that, so I was clean on that. But they did tell me that. So that's really it in a nutshell, guys. It's not a hard process at all. It's pretty streamlined. And just remember, if you are going to turn your truck in, talk to your rep about maybe shutting your maintenance account off prior. That way, you don't have to wait as long to get your money back. So that's pretty much it. So I've got another video coming out here soon that's going to give my overall impression of the Schneider Finance program for the year that I did it. And we'll talk about the differences between Schneider Finance versus owning your truck, because that's what I'm experiencing now. And we'll kind of go from there. So until next time, everybody be good, be smart, be safe. You can email me, helpwithtrucking@hotmail.com if you want, or leave a comment, whatever you want to do. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you on the road later on.